has come to pass. See what the Lord has done. On your way.
Well, love is a beautiful thing. I know you enjoyed that. We are here with the Mukizas. They are here sharing with us really the beautiful life they have lived together. And in case you missed the story, please wait on. They are still sharing with us. So Nelson, Miriam, I'm happy to have you. I'm really, really enjoying your story. But then I'll pick it up from you. Why did you actually say yes to Nelson? You're such a pretty lady. I know you had the kind of a person you were looking for. Was it really Nelson, or why did you actually say yes to him?
Okay, thank you once again, Claire. Why I said yes to Nelson, like I said, the period I was in was a time of waiting on God and seeking Him for marriage. And at the time when Nelson came, I had specific things that I wanted in a husband. Of course, I'm a born again Christian lady, and the man had to be a born again. I would not subscribe to unequally yoked. So Nelson ticked that box of being a born again man.
Wow.
And like I said, that the point one that I marked on the first texts that we had was he could not tell me the person because they had not given him permission. So the loyalty bit ticked. I said, okay, this is someone that I can rely on. I know that this person is not going, if we agree on something, he's such a loyal person. So that was major for me. He's an honest man. I saw from the word go by telling me that he doesn't even have a car and all. So other men are going to even get a car and try to show off.
I thought about it.
You thought about it?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so the honesty, loyalty, down to earth, born again. He's a man of his word. He's a humble man, very calm, and I tend
to blush.
I can see.
Yes, so when I added up, of course, the major point was being that I was in prayer and fasting and listening to God. The Lord confirmed it to me that actually He's the one.
How did you confirm?
And to me, that was it. So God speaks in different ways. To some, it is dreams, others visions, others a person will come and tell you something. So to me, the way it was, a man of God, a pastor, that I'm an Anglican. I pray from All Saints Cathedral, but I have a friend who prays. And just one time he called. After some time, we had not been talking. Remember, there were 5 points, and I only one. So when Nelson came, it was August, we officially started dating in November 5th. After 1 month, December 5th, 2022, he told me that he was away, he was not even in Kampala. He told me, go to church, find the dates around August and tell me the available dates for the wedding.
Wow.
I am coming on Friday.
Wow.
We are going to book because on Sunday he was flying out of the country. For one reason, I don't know. I followed. I went to church, I found the dates, I told him, so we selected the date.
Oh, wow.
When he came Friday night, Saturday morning, before he reported to work, we met at All Saints, we booked. I didn't even have a thought in it. I don't know. I was just going. So when I reached office, I asked myself, what have I just? Do I even know the kind of decision I've just made?
Okay.
Mind you, no family member knows about this. We've just been officially dating for 1 month.
Oh, wow. That was serious.
Yeah, it was.
I said, okay. I have booked. I have actually paid this money. We've registered. I am getting married. 12th August then was the date we chose. I said, God, what have I just done?
Darn.
And I had a descending peace.
Mm.
I was on my desk in office seated, and as like a quiet voice told me, just get your prayer list. There were 5 points. I only did not tick one of a proposal.
Oh.
We were in December.
Oh.
I want to wed in 2023. We had booked to wed in 2023. I said, God, so long as I know you're in this, whether I feel it, I am here, lead me.
Oh.
So that was my confirmation.
Oh my God.
And
hand
I
claps.
moved forward.
I like that. Thank you. Thank you very much. And really, this is beautiful. But definitely, we have to hear from the man in the house. So why her? You've already said really pretty and all that. Really, when you met, really, what really struck you? Why her? And I want to believe maybe there were other many ladies that were around you. Why Miriam?
Yeah, so when I met her on the very first day, of course, she had a mask on. She came with a mask, but she was really smart, so very elegant. So, of course, I was already taken up by the beauty. But when we started talking, she had ambitions, and the things she was talking about, we actually had similar interests. She wanted to do value addition to a number of things, and at that time I was actually doing the same stuff. I was also trying to do value addition in the same stuff. So the fact that we had the same interests, and we were also going to the same church. I was going to All Saints Church as well, and she was. Although I had never met her, at some point she was even volunteering there.
No.
But I hadn't met her, which was very interesting. So we had similar backgrounds. We were both Anglican, and then kind of So I felt that we were like what can I say? Yes, we were compatible, and I really liked that she had an entrepreneurial mind. Actually, that's a thing that captured me, and I tell her that every time. From the first time I met her, I've told her, I'm just I'm pretending to be an entrepreneur, but you are
I like
you
that.
are a born entrepreneur. So
I
that
love
really
that.
it's the thing that really captured me. Yeah.
Oh,
among other
hey
things.
mama, you guys should go on a date immediately after here. So really, now that you're already in marriage, and what advice would you really give to a lady in waiting out there? And then you also advise really a guy that is there in waiting is wondering what to do. How can I even meet the expenses of the wedding, the dowry and stuff like that? What's your take and what's your advice?
Wow. What I can advise a lady in waiting for marriage, the number one thing is to trust the Lord. He's the author of marriage, and He knows what is suitable for us. Truthfully, yes, we are the ones who get the feelings, you're the one who is going to do the marriage, but God must be at the center of it all. He should be the number one guide as we wait on the way for marriage. So, a lady out there waiting, please trust the Lord. Remove your own understanding in these things, because as I was waiting, then we would interact with old ladies. It's good that even the Bible says old ladies teach the young ones. So they would always tell us, young girls, they're like, when you remove your own understanding in these things, it's actual, and you give God the way to lead and do things in His way, that's when actually God comes through for you. That's when God brings the person. So remove your own understanding, and as you wait in purity, in righteousness. That one is key. You need to humble yourself. You need to pursue righteousness. because the word of God in Psalm 84:11 says that he will withhold nothing good from those who walk righteously with him. So just be comfortable. Of course, I know there are those seasons when the body and mind is really demanding what it demands, but the Lord has got you. Pursue righteousness, wait on the Lord, and serve. Occupy your mind, make yourself busy. Don't just be there. You're taken by the wave. This club, this the bands which came everywhere you're going for you're looking out for a man. No, focus. Make meaning of your time, serve the Lord, occupy yourself with productive things, and the man will show up. I used to make a certain prayer. I would tell God, I'm like, God, you know the time, you know the hour, you know the year, the place, and you know the man. You have that man, you know him. So you will bring him at the right time, cause us to meet. All I am asking is I don't miss my season and I don't miss my person. So a lady out there, make yourself busy serving the Lord, occupy your mind, and don't look at any man in a trouser as a potential husband. The Lord has him. I tell you, it is something, because I've been there. Before you surrender to the Lord, you can tend to, you see this one, you're like, I don't know if he's this one, I need to hold myself well. And no, just live your life, serve the Lord, and trust him, and surrender to him, and hold yourself pure. Righteousness, he withholds nothing good from those who walk righteously with him.
Amen. Yes, I love that. I'll pick it up from you, Nelson, because of time.
All right. So for me, what I can tell the gentlemen out there is that you need to know what you want. You need to ask God for the kind of lady that you want. And because there are very many ladies out there, when you don't know what you want, you may easily be tempted to get into a relationship or something with a person who is not the kind of lady that God has set aside for you. So when you ask God for who you want, and then you wait and get on with your business, like she has said, do whatever, then God at the right opportune time will get the person right for you and place them in your path. And you as the man, you will take the cue, because most times it's usually us the men who go out and talk to the ladies. So God will give you the cue, and you will know, and you will take action, and everything will work out. Yeah. So it is really not for it's not a race. I waited for quite a while. Most of my friends were married, got married along the way, but I was calm. I had peace of mind. I knew at the right time God would bring the right person, and I knew who that person was. And when God brought that person, I exactly knew that was the person. And that's why I only needed a month to make a decision. Yeah?
Actually, I was actually about to ask
Yeah.
you about that, because sometimes you hear someone saying, now I need to really court with this person for about 2 years, some 3 years. But now for you actually did it for a month.
A month.
Really? Like,
And for me, the month I already knew she was my girlfriend, because she's the one who told me, Nelson, you've never asked me out, so I'm not anything. Then I had to ask her officially.
oh, I love that. And she's right, by the way. Sometimes you have things in your head.
Yeah. The first day I saw her and we started, I knew that now
No, we are done.
done. Yeah,
This is more
yeah.
like it. Okay, but before we actually close this show, now you had really 1 month, which I feel like for preparing for your weddings and all those things, which are actually costly. Sometimes you find you have to put in a lot of money. How was it easy for you actually within that period, one month, to prepare for your weddings and Kochara and Kuhinjira and all that? How easy was it, or how hard was it?
Now, for us, the beauty was we had a conversation about the wedding, and she knew my situation. So I told her we were going to do something as easy and as simple as our finances can
I
allow.
like that. Okay.
Yeah, so I'd even told her to talk to her mom, the dowry, you know what I can afford. So everything had been like,
I
we
like
wanted to
that.
do things on a small scale, but we felt that the finances were not going to limit us because we had friends, we had relatives. In our the Chifumbira culture, there's a way the families come together and they, send off a child. So yeah, somehow we knew the resources would show up. But the important thing for us was we knew the most important thing was counseling. So we tried to get counselors early on in the marriage. We looked around for specific couples who would counsel us. That was the most important preparatory stage that we did. We knew the rest. Even if we just went to church and we got married, that would be fantastic, even without the cakes and what. But we needed a couple to talk to us. So we got one and they walked with us through that. We also did the counseling of the church as well. But for me, that was the most important step. And everything else was done by God. People came and gave money, more money than I expected. Of course, we had issues there. Yeah, no, we didn't have surplus, but because for us when we started planning, we didn't involve other people because, like I told you, we started after a month of meeting up. So we had even booked a venue without informing our family, and of course, because they were going to bring resources, they kind of we had to change the venue and go with what the majority felt comfortable with. But other than that, everything went well. The function was fantastic and God provided.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. And I thank God that He provided. So, dear son of God, the Lord will provide. Would you please give us your parting shots and we close?
Yeah. So as I close, I know most men are waiting to get money to get married. When I went out to look for dates, I didn't even have $1 million on my account. That one is the truth. I didn't have any money that I was banking on to bankroll my wedding. I knew God was going to do it. So any man out there who is waiting, who has put someone's daughter, on that long waiting queue, waiting for the money, please surrender to God. Let God do the rest. Pick a date, propose, and then God will do the rest. That's what I can say.
Miriam, your parting shot?
My parting shots to any lady out there who is waiting on the Lord or is actually dating, but they want to have things figured out for them to choose the dates and get wedded. My dear friend or sister, you cannot have everything sorted by you. We have community. We thank God for our country, Uganda, that we still do things communally. When they hear you're getting married, they come out with excitement, with joy and support. Like he said, my husband, we really had nothing. He had just started a company, wasn't earning much, and we trusted the Lord. One thing I told God is we will end these functions without a date. And I was very specific in my prayer. I told God what we wanted. I told God what we can do with, and praying together, sharing with one another together. And you be honest, you be real. Don't try to make if the money is not there, please stay in your lane. Do things in your means. Don't try to do things as if it's a competition. You're not in a race with anyone. You're not in competition with anyone. The main thing is actually the church. So any lady there, and probably even to a brother, this thing of saying that we are going to date for 2 years, 3 years, I'm studying her. You cannot study a human being. That one is
You'll
out.
not graduate.
You
Yeah,
cannot.
graduate.
You cannot. A person is exposed to you on a daily. You get to learn something new.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Really, I appreciate you, and I know the viewer really benefited a lot from sharing. Lovely viewer, thank you for keeping in charge of Uganda Family TV. Thank you for loving me, the world's favorite host, and thank you for loving How We Met Show. It is a very good evening, and we'll see you again.